Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Fluent Podcast. I'm here with my co-host today.
Hello! Great to be here. Today, we're talking about something super important, going to the doctor in English.
Right. And this is really useful because, well, we all need to see a doctor sometimes, whether it's just a regular checkup or when we're not feeling well.
Exactly. And talking to doctors can feel a bit scary, even in your own language. So today, we're going to practice the most common situations you'll face when you visit a doctor.
We'll role play different scenarios, like booking an appointment, describing your symptoms, and even picking up medicine at the pharmacy.
And after each role play, we'll break down the useful phrases and vocabulary. So don't worry if you miss something. We'll explain it all.
Perfect. So let's jump right in. Our first scenario is probably the most common one, calling to make a doctor's appointment.
I'll be the receptionist at the doctor's office, and you'll be the patient calling in.
Sounds good. Let me call the doctor's office. Pretending to dial. Ring, ring.
Good morning, Dr. Smith's office. This is Sarah speaking. How can I help you today?
Hi, I'd like to schedule an appointment with Dr. Smith, please.
Of course. Is this for a routine checkup, or are you having any specific concerns?
It's just for a regular checkup. I haven't been in about a year.
Perfect. Let me check Dr. Smith's schedule. Are you available next Tuesday at 2:30 p.m.?
Actually, do you have anything earlier in the day? I work in the afternoons.
Let me see. How about Tuesday at 10:15 a.m.?
That works perfectly.
Great. Can I get your full name and date of birth to confirm your information?
Sure, it's John Miller, and my birthday is March 15th, 1990.
Perfect, Mr. Miller. Your appointment is scheduled for Tuesday, March 12th at 10:15 a.m. with Dr. Smith. Please arrive 15 minutes early to complete any paperwork.
Sounds good. Do I need to bring anything specific?
Just bring your insurance card and a valid ID. If you're taking any medications, bring a list of those too.
Got it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. We'll see you Tuesday morning.
All right, let's break that down. There were some really useful phrases in there.
Definitely. First, when you call, you can say, I'd like to schedule an appointment, or I'd like to make an appointment. Both are perfectly fine.
Right. And notice how the receptionist asked if it was for a routine checkup or specific concerns. A routine checkup is just a regular visit to make sure you're healthy.
Exactly. And if the first time they offer doesn't work for you, you can say, do you have anything earlier, or do you have anything later? It's totally normal to ask for a different time.
Good point. Also, they'll always ask for your full name and date of birth. That's just to make sure they have the right person in their system.
And at the end, she said, arrive 15 minutes early. This is super common. Most doctors' offices want you to come a bit early to fill out forms or update your information.
Right. And she mentioned bringing your insurance card and a valid ID. An insurance card is the card from your health insurance company, and a valid ID is usually your driver's license or passport.
Perfect. Now, let's move on to our next scenario. You're at the doctor's office for your appointment, and the doctor is asking about your symptoms.
This time, I'll be the doctor and you'll be the patient. You're not feeling well today.
Okay, I'm ready to be sick.
I laugh. All right, come on in and have a seat. So, what brings you in today? How are you feeling?
Well, I've been feeling pretty awful for the past few days. I have a really bad headache, and I'm so tired all the time.
I'm sorry to hear that. When did these symptoms start?
Let me think. I first noticed the headache on Monday morning, so that's about 4 days ago now.
Okay, and you mentioned feeling tired. Are you getting enough sleep at night?
That's the weird thing. I'm sleeping more than usual, like 9 or 10 hours, but I still wake up exhausted.
I see. Any other symptoms? Fever, sore throat, body aches?
Actually, yes. My throat has been a bit scratchy, and my whole body feels sore, especially my back and legs.
Have you been around anyone who's been sick recently?
Now that you mention it, my coworker had the flu last week. We sit pretty close to each other.
That could definitely be related. Let me take your temperature and check your throat. Can you open your mouth and say, ah?
Ah.
Your throat does look a bit red and swollen. and your temperature is 101.2, so you do have a fever.
Oh no, I didn't even realize I had a fever. What do you think it is?
Based on your symptoms and the fact that your coworker had the flu, it sounds like you might have caught the same thing. The good news is it should clear up in a few days with rest and fluids.
Do I need any medicine?
I'm going to prescribe something for the fever and body aches. Make sure to drink lots of water, get plenty of rest, and stay home from work for at least the next 2 days.
Okay, thank you so much, doctor.
You're welcome. If your symptoms get worse, or if you're not feeling better in a week, please call us.
All right, that was a pretty typical doctor visit. Let's go over some of the key phrases.
Yes. First, the doctor asked, "What brings you in today?" This is a very common way doctors start the conversation. It means, "Why are you here?" or "What's wrong?"
And I said, I've been feeling pretty awful. You could also say, I've been feeling terrible, or I haven't been feeling well. These all mean the same thing.
Right. And when describing when symptoms started, you can say, "I first noticed," or "it started," or "I began feeling." These are all natural ways to talk about timing.
Definitely. And notice how I asked, have you been around anyone who's been sick recently? This helps doctors figure out if you might have caught something from someone else.
Good point. And when the doctor took my temperature, they said it was 101.2. That's in Fahrenheit. Normal body temperature is around 98.6. So anything over 100 is considered a fever.
Exactly. And at the end, the doctor said, if your symptoms get worse or if you're not feeling better in a week, please call us. This is really common. Doctors want you to follow up if things don't improve.
Great. Now, let's do one more scenario before we wrap up this part. How about we practice what happens when you need to describe pain to a doctor?
Perfect. Pain can be tricky to describe, so this is really useful. I'll be the doctor again, and you're coming in with some kind of pain.
Okay, let me think of something. I'll say I hurt my back.
Sounds good. So you're here because you're having back pain. Tell me about it.
Yes, my lower back has been killing me for the past 2 days. It's really, really painful.
I'm sorry to hear that. Can you describe the pain? Is it sharp, dull, throbbing, or more like a burning sensation?
It's mostly a sharp pain, especially when I try to bend over or lift something, but sometimes it's more of a dull ache that just won't go away.
Okay, and on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the worst pain you've ever felt, how would you rate this pain?
Right now, sitting here, it's probably about a 4 or a 5, but when I move the wrong way, it shoots up to like an 8 or a 9.
That sounds very uncomfortable. Do you remember doing anything that might have caused this? Did you lift something heavy or fall?
Actually, yes. I was helping my friend move last weekend, and I lifted a really heavy box. I felt something in my back right away, but I thought it would be fine.
That makes sense. Moving boxes can definitely strain your back muscles. Is the pain constant or does it come and go?
It's pretty constant, but it gets much worse when I move. Even getting out of bed this morning was awful.
Have you tried anything for the pain? Ice? Heat? Over-the-counter pain medication?
I took some ibuprofen yesterday, and it helped a little bit. I also tried putting ice on it, but I'm not sure if that made a difference.
Okay, let me examine your back and see what's going on.
That was really helpful. Let's break down some of those pain-related phrases.
Yes. First, I said my back has been killing me. This is a very common expression that means something is extremely painful. You might also hear it's driving me crazy or it's unbearable.
Right. And the doctor asked me to describe the type of pain. Common words for pain include sharp, like a knife, dull, like a constant ache, throbbing, like your heartbeat, and burning, like it's on fire.
Exactly. And doctors always ask about pain on a scale of 1 to 10. This helps them understand how serious it is. 1 is barely noticeable, 5 is moderate, and 10 is the worst pain imaginable.
Good point. I also said the pain shoots up when I move wrong. This means it suddenly gets much worse very quickly.
And doctors will ask if the pain is constant, meaning it never stops, or if it comes and goes, meaning it gets better and worse throughout the day.
Right. The doctor also asked if I tried any over-the-counter pain medication. That means medicine you can buy without a prescription, like aspirin, ibuprofen, or acetaminophen.
Perfect. Now let's do our final scenario, picking up medicine at the pharmacy. This is something you'll definitely need to do if the doctor prescribes medication.
Great idea. I'll be the pharmacist, and you're coming to pick up your prescription.
Sounds good. Let me walk up to the pharmacy counter. Hi there. I'm here to pick up a prescription.
Of course. Can I get your name and date of birth, please?
Sure. It's Emily Johnson, and my birthday is July 22nd, 1985.
Perfect. Let me look that up. Yes, I have one prescription ready for you. It's amoxicillin, an antibiotic. Have you taken this medication before?
No, this is my first time taking it. Is there anything I should know?
Absolutely. You need to take one capsule 3 times a day with food. It's very important that you take all of the medication, even if you start feeling better.
Okay, so 3 times a day with food. Should I take it at specific times?
Try to space them out evenly, so maybe 8 a.m., 2 p.m., and 8 p.m. And always take it with a meal or at least a snack to avoid stomach upset.
Got it. Are there any side effects I should watch out for?
Some people experience mild nausea or diarrhea, but that's pretty rare. If you develop a rash, difficulty breathing, or severe stomach pain, stop taking it immediately and call your doctor.
Okay, that sounds serious. What about alcohol? Can I drink while taking this?
It's best to avoid alcohol while you're on antibiotics. It can make the side effects worse and might make the medicine less effective.
All right, no alcohol. How long do I need to take it?
This is a 10-day course, so you'll take it for 10 days total. Even if you feel completely better after 5 days, you must finish all the pills.
Why is that so important?
If you don't finish the full course, the infection might come back and it could be stronger and harder to treat next time.
That makes sense. What if I forget to take a dose?
If you miss a dose, take it as soon as you remember, but if it's almost time for your next dose, just skip the missed one and continue with your regular schedule. Never take 2 doses at once.
Perfect. How much do I owe you?
With your insurance, your copay is $15.
Great. Here's my card.
Thank you. Here's your medication and a receipt. Do you have any other questions?
No, I think you covered everything. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Feel better soon.
Wow, that pharmacist was really helpful. Let's go over some of those important pharmacy phrases.
Definitely. First, when you arrive, you just say, "I'm here to pick up a prescription." Simple and clear.
Right. And they'll always ask for your name and date of birth to make sure they give you the right medication. Never give someone else's prescription to avoid mix-ups.
Good point. The pharmacist mentioned this was an antibiotic. That's a type of medicine that fights bacterial infections. Common antibiotics include amoxicillin, penicillin, and azithromycin.
And she explained the dosage. 1 capsule 3 times a day with food. Pay close attention to these instructions. With food means you should eat something when you take it.
Exactly. And she said to space them out evenly. That means don't take all 3 doses close together. Spread them throughout the day.
The pharmacist also talked about side effects. Those are unwanted reactions your body might have to the medicine. Common side effects include nausea, dizziness, or headaches.
Right, and she said if I develop a rash, difficulty breathing, or severe stomach pain, stop taking it immediately and call your doctor.
Good point. She also mentioned my copay. That's the amount you pay when you have insurance. Your insurance covers most of the cost, but you pay a small portion.
Exactly. And remember, always finish antibiotics completely, even if you feel better. This is super important.
Absolutely. Now, before we finish, let's quickly review some general vocabulary that's useful for any doctor's visit.
Great idea. Let's start with body parts. You should know the basics: head, neck, chest, back, arms, legs, hands, feet, stomach, and throat.
Right. And for describing how you feel, I feel dizzy, I feel nauseous, I feel weak, I feel faint, or I feel fine.
Don't forget about frequency words: always, never, sometimes, often, rarely. Like, I sometimes get headaches, or I never have trouble sleeping.
Good one. And time expressions. For the past few days, since last week, all morning, on and off, constantly.
Also, learn some basic medical terms: prescription, symptoms, diagnosis, treatment, medication, appointment, checkup, examination.
Perfect. And remember, it's totally okay to ask the doctor or pharmacist to repeat something or explain it a different way. You can say, "Could you repeat that?" Or, "I don't understand. Could you explain that again?"
Absolutely. Don't be embarrassed. Healthcare workers want to make sure you understand everything, especially when it comes to taking medication safely.
Absolutely. And if you're not sure about a word, you can say, "What does that mean?" Or, "Could you use simpler words?" They'll be happy to help.
One more tip. If possible, bring someone with you to important appointments. They can help you remember what the doctor said and ask questions you might forget.
That's excellent advice. Okay, I think we've covered a lot of ground today. Let's do a quick recap of what we learned.
Sure. We practiced booking an appointment, describing symptoms to a doctor, talking about pain, and picking up medicine at the pharmacy.
We also learned tons of useful vocabulary, from body parts and symptoms to types of pain and medication instructions.
And remember, the most important thing is to be honest with your healthcare providers. Don't be shy about describing your symptoms, even if they seem embarrassing.
Absolutely. Your health is the most important thing, and doctors have heard everything before. They're there to help you, not judge you.
And if you're nervous about speaking English at the doctor's office, you can always practice these conversations at home first, maybe with a friend or family member.
Great suggestion. Practice really does help you feel more confident.
Well, I think that's a wrap for today's episode of the Fluent Podcast. I hope this was helpful for everyone listening.
Me too. Going to the doctor can feel scary, especially in a second language. But now you have all the tools you need to communicate clearly and get the help you deserve.
Absolutely. And remember, healthcare workers are usually very patient and understanding with non-native speakers. They want to help you feel better.
Before we go, we'd love to hear from you. Have you ever had a funny or interesting experience at a doctor's office? Or maybe you have a question about medical English that we didn't cover today.
Yes, leave us a comment below and tell us about your experiences. We read every single comment and we love hearing your stories.
And if there's a specific medical situation you'd like us to cover in a future episode, let us know. We're always looking for new topics that will help you improve your English.
Thanks so much for listening to the Fluent Podcast today. Take care of yourselves and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone. Stay healthy and keep practicing your English.